Load game. So, what I gotta work on is my intros and outros. This actually might even be on the tail end of the other one, so this might be fruitless dialogue, but I know, I guess my comfort level at this is getting a little higher, so I did not feel, I told myself I was not going to sniffle on record. I guess I've already failed that. I have terrible allergies, terrible allergies during these wonderful months that the rest of the world loves. I hate the summer, hate the sun, hate hot. Like to hide in my cave, love it during the winter. Anyway, unrelated. So I sniffle a lot. Bad allergies, sniffles. I'm working on it. It's really apparent in the videos too, like I'm sure you guys are hearing it. I hate it. Maybe someday I'll have a good mic, but that's a long way away from now. I'm doing this on a headset. Just a tiny headset. One of the things I realized during the last recording of this, or at least during the editing processes, and believe me, it was a struggle to convince myself not to edit the other one. I really wanted to make cuts and jumps and stupid things like that because I hate the sound of my own... Oh, wait, hold on. Alright. So, the game has begun. Oh boy. I need to plug in my controller. This happens every single time. Every single time I'm trying to record. Do I want to go invert or not? I'm just gonna shoot these things.
Hey, what's your name? FN2187. What? That's the only name he ever gave me. Well, I ain't using it.
I ain't using it.
Finn, I'm gonna call you Finn, is that alright?
Oh, it's a dead guy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. I'm Poe Dameron. Good to meet you, Poe. Good to meet you too, Finn.
Hey, did he just change my name?
I don't know what the odds are that anybody watching this...
There's more
Oh
TIE
boy.
fighters. It's okay.
Nobody.
I see him.
Nobody's watching this. But on the off chance someday people do actually want to watch these, it will be important to note that at this particular time in history, everyone should have seen the movie. I mean, anybody who's watching this for the Star Wars side of things, if you're just watching this because it's a guy on the internet playing video games, maybe you won't care so much about, the actual plot of Star Wars and yada yada yada. But I'm assuming by this time everyone will have seen Star Wars, so they know the origin of Finn's name and some of the other stuff. And I'm going to try not to... I don't know. I haven't really decided about spoilers. I guess I am actively deciding right now. Because... I'm dead. It's a whole lot of effort to, watch the things I say and the things I do, especially during these recordings. Oh, that's what happened. I was doing this mission, and it flippin' froze, man.
God!
There it is! Oh, boy. I know where the next one is. Yeah, it crashed. My sole gripe with this game is it crashed. And that sucks, but whatever. Video games get to crash now, and nobody cares. And again, admittedly, when I was a child, there were no shortage of Nintendo games that I'm sure I had to blow in 30 or 40 times just to get them to... I hate that they can crash into you now. It's such a tired old video gamey, thing. Is that, enemies do damage just by running into you. I mean, in this case it's realistic, right? Because it's Star Wars and there's TIE fighters, spatial awareness, all that kind of good stuff. Don't crash, but in a lot of older games, it was kind of annoying that you couldn't even touch bad guys that I don't remember how to do loop-de-loops. I'm gonna get blasted before I can finish this stupid race. That sucks. Has he got a lock on me? Alright, so that's the U-turn. Do a barrel roll! What's the loop-de-loop? No, that's the U-turn. Down in it? No, it's all looped. So, in a TIE fighter, pressing that button at all makes you do a loop-de-loop, or a U-turn. Maybe TIE fighters can't bust a UE? I don't know. I'm a pretty big Star Wars nerd, but I'm not so big that I can, you know, comprehend, you know, the flight patterns of TIE fighters and their weight allotments and all that kind of stuff. I mean, pretty much anything that you can look up, I will leave looked up, you know, anything numerical, things of that nature, because it's too much. It's too much. When I was a kid, yeah, sweet. I would happily find out the measurements of a TIE fighter or the Enterprise, or, you know, find out what kind of food they serve there or something like that.
Hey guys, it's Commander Wolf, and today we're going to be looking at the food of Star Wars.
They blew me up, those jerks! But now that I'm grown, I could live without it. You know, there's 30 of them, and it is hard as heck to find them. You know, now that we're in 3D space, I think I mentioned this in the other one. You know, the other ones, the flying segments were really tame. You know, it wasn't really near to the more recent games that they start having more complicated vehicle segments like this. You know, they're actually in 3D space and not just like on a rail or something like that. But I'm holding it, man. Am I nuking it? I'm nuking it. Loopity loopity.
Where are you going? We're going back to Jakku.
Going back to Jakku.
No, we can't go back to Jakku.
Why does everyone want to go to that planet?
I gotta get my droid before the First Order does. What is a droid? That's right. He's a BB unit, orange and white, one of a kind.
One of a kind. Admittedly, Poe Dameron's a pretty cool character.
I don't care what color he is, no droid can be that important.
It would have been a shame if they had dropped him or, you know, let him die.
That leads straight to Luke Skywalker. Hold tight, we got a missile on our tail. Gonna try and shake it.
No, I don't think I shook it. Oh no, I still got 4 hearts or whatever, so I must have shook it. What was, like, chaff? I don't know what the circle prompt is doing. Maybe I have a special cannon.
Oh, it's getting close. It's no good. I can't lose it. Get ready.
Oh, those are my missiles. Oh, I hope I get to fly more. That's really fun. I said, now that that's a thing, now that they've like really overdone it, turned it into like it's almost Starfire. I have to be quiet.
The fighters projected a crash in the Goazon Badlands.
They were going back for the droid.
Send a squad to the wreckage.
I leave that to you. And the next explosion. Just in case. Like a beast. What? Since when does Rey have a surfboard? I mean, awesome, right? But so this is one of the levels that I absolutely have not seen, because for some reason every time my son decides to play this level, I've been doing something else. Tito. Yeah, it's gotta be. So, one of the new mechanics in the game, which I don't think I got a chance to really mention this in the other one. I think I got interrupted or something. I haven't fully edited that one, so I'm not fully familiar with everything that's been said and hasn't been said. I'm gonna try and do a better job of that in the future. But I was going through the list of new mechanics in the game. It's fast. Oh, you know, because this is part of the shooting mission. That's so a lot of stuff going on here. First and foremost, I'm really impressed at the length of the levels. That's really nice. Because
To deal with the leader, or he'll keep calling in more friends.
circle. You know, it's really cool that they were able to pad the kind of basic story of Star Wars Force Awakens, which again, it probably actually has a lot of depth to it. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's really mad at me for speaking ill of that movie. Well, someone who would be mad at me. Ow. So wait. SWAT. I miss grabs, which I guess probably some of the characters have grabs. I don't know, there's a million characters in the game.
What's going to distract a lugger beast?
Oh. I can't tell what either of those things are, so no one's in front of him. That's a meal. A big meal. I'm hoping I'm not too close. Alright, so yeah. The choice mechanic, right? You pick to the left or to the right.
Well, we aren't climbing out of here, so we'll have to get out through that Star Destroyer wreck. That should be the hatch's release lever up there. Yeah, you bet you're helping. You're the reason I'm in this mess.
The guy's eating ice cream. I want ice cream. How do I get ice cream? Can I climb you? Can I ride you?
Now, be nice and don't throw me off. It's a lugger beast. Basically docile, but you don't want to be near one when it attacks.
Scanning, scanning, scanning. Oh, right in front of me. Not doing a good job. Already off to a pretty bad start. Oh, guess I'm gonna have to use the lugger beast to kick through that, I'm sure. But Dark Force magic will get me in there. This might be edited. I don't know. It was tough, guys. Let me tell you, it was tough to not edit that other video, and I'm not even done with it, so I still may reverse my feelings on the matter. But I get the feeling that this game, you know, I haven't really played, or I shouldn't say I haven't really played it. Nobody's really played it because it just came out, and it's Star Wars. Jesus, that's loud. Okay, hopefully that didn't go too sour, but I'm sure, you know, Editing Phoenix will have some things to say to me about that performance. Anyway, that's the timer, which is, you know, I've mentioned a couple times now, the PlayStation 4 is not so great at recording. It has some issues in the recording department, and you really have to convince it to, like, who can jump that high? I guess just have this thing smash that and see if maybe that guy will give me some ice cream. I want some ice cream. Lugger beast! BB-8. BB-8 is probably my least favorite new character, which is probably a weird thing for me to say. But, I mean, certainly within the confines of the Star Wars universe, the droids are characters, right? I mean, C-3PO has, as like it or not, C-3PO has as much to do with the plot as, you know, any number of other minor characters, certainly not like a Luke or Vader or something, but, you know, you think about characters like Boba Fett and whatnot that have huge followings and are very popular, people kind of like them. You know, so too are the droids, even though you can't understand a word of what they say, which is my primary gripe. I don't like... Oh, alright, I thought maybe we could be boys, but we're gonna have to smack down. Ow, there's still one alive, but the camera... I know you're in here, because you hit me a second ago. Or maybe not. Ooh, slippery. Anyways, I don't like BB-8, man. She got real Assassin's Creed with it there. I know, I'm one of the few. I blew it. What's that? Roundhouse kick? No studs. Another thing I found out with my son today is how to buy new characters. There it is. I think I feel like oh, you can't buy them in the middle of stages. I feel like I figured that out last time, but my child had asked me about it. He couldn't figure it out, and I was like, son, I don't know. I really don't know how to turn on the extras. And he was, you know, he was fine with it because at this point, like, he doesn't even do the free play missions, you know, like the ability to pick any character in the cast and do whatever you want to hunt down all the stuff. He's really not a collectionist player just yet, not like his old man who can't stop screwing around whenever he's got the controller in his hands. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, mouse droid.